we're going to start lying in on our backs with our knees bent. Okay. If you need to get a pillow for your head, please go ahead and do so now. We're going to start with one hand on the chest and the other hand on the lower ribs. Okay, we're going to focus on some breathing. So just start to breathe how you'd naturally breathe. And I want you to notice which hand you feel rise and fall the most. So firstly, don't do anything to change it, but just notice what's going on. Is it your belly hand that lifts and falls more? Or is it your chest hand that lifts and falls more? Then if it's not doing so already, see if you can start to direct your ear down in towards your belly hand. Can you get the belly hand to lift and fall whilst the hand on your chest stays relatively quiet? And how slow and controlled can you get that breath? Good. Just start to feel that your body starts to calm down. Maybe your tummy starts to gurgle because you're getting that digestive system working. See if you can really take some time to just be still. Okay. I want you to take your hands off your chest and you're going to pick up one leg. And just hug that leg in towards you for a little bit of a stretch. Keep focusing on breathing all the way down into your belly. You might even think about breathing right the way down towards your pelvic floor. We're going to start to rotate that leg. So just hugging it in towards you and then letting it go out the side. You can keep that, the leg that's not moving, you can keep it where it is. Or if you want to, you can lengthen it out in front of you. And then we're going to go the other way, circling around. If you want, you can hug behind the knee if it feels a bit uncomfortable to keep the knee compressed. And again, just keep that leg. We're going to hug it in and hold it here. Go ahead and change legs. So I'm going to start with the other leg flat on the floor as I hug my knee in towards my chest. Again, just focusing on that breath. And we're going to start to circle the hip around. And then go go the other direction. Maybe you want to straighten that leg out. Maybe you want to keep it bent. Just do what feels good for you and in your body right now. Good. We're going to pick both legs up and give them a bit of a hug in towards you. And we're going to circle both legs around. And then go the other way. Okay, keep one leg hugged in. You're going to straighten the other leg out. I'm going to take that leg across the side. My one hand is staying on my knee, the other hand is reaching out to the side. And I'm just turning my head as I do so. Good, bring that leg, hug it in as you come back to the center. Change legs, okay. Hand comes out and we're gonna reach over the side. And then bring that leg, hug it back in towards the center. Go ahead and take one foot. You're going to cross the ankle over the opposite knee. Then we're going to take hold of the thigh. You're going to pull the leg in towards you. Let your shoulders settle and see if you can stretch in towards the glute. Again. Send your breath in towards your tummy. Imagine sending your breath right the way down into that glute that you're stretching. As you exhale, can you see if you can let that muscle go even more? And we're going to change legs for the other side. So cross the ankle over the opposite knee. Reach between your legs to grab hold of your thigh. And just breathe. And then unhook your legs. We're going to roll over onto our hands and knees. We're just going to set up for a cat-cow. So see if you can relax your bottom. You're going to stick your tail out behind you as you reach your chest through your arms. And just have a little wriggle. And then we're going to tuck the tail in between the legs. Start to round through your upper back. Try and make this quite easy. Try not to force any position. Good, really let your bottom go. Stick it out behind you. Chest reaches through. And then tuck your tail under. Sticking the bottom out, reaching the chest through. And see if you can find somewhere in the middle. Like a pelvic clock, we're going to start to circle the bottom around. And just go where feels good. Okay, how fluid can you make it feel I've got my shoulders and my head moving as well. But try not to make it too rigid. Just go where it feels good. 2. Last one. And then find somewhere in the middle. We're going to work on a thread the needle. So you're going to reach one arm up, rotate so you look up to the side. And you're going to come under, sending the arm through and sort of dropping the shoulder towards the floor. Let your bottom and your back passage go. You're going to come up again, reaching up. And send the arm through. Last 2. Last 1. And under. And then we're going to go for the other side. So reach that arm up and send the arm under, letting your bottom stick out behind you. And we're going to go again. Reach up and come under. Last 2. Again, just try and make it feel easy. How soft and smooth can it be? Last 1 here. And we're going to go back over onto our backs. Okay. Just start again by hugging those knees in towards you. This time I've gone for quite a wide pose, so I'm not hugging them to the center. I'm letting my hips fall out, my knees fall out. You can hug behind the knees, or maybe even want to hug on the top and pull the knees in. Again, direct that breath right the way down into your belly, and maybe even right the way down into your pelvic floor. Now you can stay here if this feels good. If you've got the mobility to do so, see if you can follow me. We're going to go into a happy baby. So you're going to reach the legs up and take hold of the feet. See if you can really sort of let the hips go. Again, see where it feels good. Do you want to hold on to the inside of your feet or the outside? And then just breathe into that pelvic floor. Maybe you just want to rock a little bit side to side. See how that feels. And then you're just going to take your feet back down. We're going to make our way up for our final exercise. We're going to be doing a deep sumo squat. So if you need something to hold on to, feel free to go and get yourself a chair, or maybe hang on to the back of your the stairwell banister or a kitchen bench. But we're going to come down, feet nice and wide, probably at least as wide as your mat. Okay, my feet are going to be a little bit turned out, and I'm just going to sit down into a squat. My hands are coming together so I can press my legs out to the side. I'm just going to breathe here. The important thing is, if you're doing this exercise, you want to be able to really relax and let go. If you've got the mobility to be here, that's fantastic. But as I mentioned before, if your ankles are a little bit limited in range, or if your hips or your knees aren't letting you get here, see if you can hang on to something to give you a bit more support. But we want to be able to just sort of be here and be relaxed. Make sure those muscles aren't fighting you and gripping on to be in this position. Send that breath in right the way down to the belly. And nice easy exhale. Last breath here. And breathing out. Okay. So you're going to make your way out of that position. And we are all done for today.
Why not check out these related videos? Thanks for joining us, everyone.